What is up, everybody? It's Dr. Vibe here, host and producer of the award-winning Dr. Vibe Show, the home of Epic Conversations, and I am the host of Epic Conversations, 2020 Best Podcast News Award winner and 2018 Innovation Award winner, given out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. And also, I host the only online conversation in the world for fathers and dads that is sponsored by Dove Men Care and also co-sponsored by Dad Central, Canada's national fatherhood organization. And because of that collaboration, this year I've been able to reach out as part of a team to over 100,000 dads and fathers around the world. So I am blessed and very highly favored to have that opportunity and privilege. It is, December 17th, winding down another year. But have no fear, Ryan the Media Star is here. What's going on, Ryan at the Morning Vibe?
Hey, good to see you, brother. As always, happy to be here. As always, the Morning Vibe gives me a positive vibe. So hopefully going into the weekend and I feel like the official holiday season, I feel like this is the cutoff that everybody completely checks out. And next 2 weeks will be just in cruise control. But for those that don't know me, my name is Ryan Knight, one of the co-founders of the Afro Canadian Business Network. Also, the founder and CEO of the Detailing Knights, a mobile waterless car cleaning company. And you can see me in my dapper new threads, thanks to Reveler Afrique. We were at the soft launch of their store in the Bramalea City Centre and was able to try on a few garments and pick one that I feel suited especially the ACBN blue with the trim. What do you think, Dr. Vibe? Is a fit?
It's better than the baseball shorts you wear on Friday. So
right.
That's definitely a step up. No, look sharp.
I have to find one in green though and put the DK logo on it.
Of course,
Yes.
of course. What's been going on this week? Obviously, a lot have been going on yesterday. What was going on yesterday?
Yeah, so spending most of the day at Bramalea City Centre, and it's amazing to see the not pop-ups, but the resurgence of Black businesses in the mall. So I think we're up to 5 Black-owned locations at the mall right now. If you have Reveler Afrique, Daniel's Chai Bar, Indie Mindy that does Afrocentric children's clothes and like baby clothes, and it was Canadian Black-owned Marketplace is also in the mall. I feel like I'm forgetting one, but yeah, so it's great to walk around the mall and just be able to see more stores, and slowly but surely it's rippling out. So it's pretty good to see.
Excellent. Just want to tell people we'll do it right at the front end. See at the bottom, if you want to win a $25 gift card from Amazon, please, whatever platform, and this only when we're doing this live, please, whatever platform you're watching this on, put in the comments section, hashtag the Morning Vibe and press enter, and we'll collect your information. Which reminds me, I did get in contact with the gentleman from Scotland, and he sent an email to the info address. Did you get
Yes,
it?
so I got that. So
All
we're
right.
gonna process it. Yes.
Yeah, beautiful. I reached out to him and I said, get that thing in, get that thing in.
Right. Yeah. Don't miss it.
So we
No
were
reason to
doing that.
miss it.
So how did it feel yesterday walking around with that many stores in a mall?
Yeah, it felt good. It felt
Black
like
Canadian. Oh, Black
yeah.
Canadian owned stores. Let me be specific here. Black Canadian owned
Yes.
stores in the mall.
I feel it felt like progress, you know? And then of course my mind is going to extreme collaboration. Like if there's 5 stores in the mall, that's a great start. But now could 5 of those stores come together to get our own building and have a location that similar to, I would say like a flea market, but a building that people go to that it's all Black owned stores. Hey, maybe it's down the road and it's going to take everybody getting their footing with their current stores to be able to do that, but put some money aside and start having the conversation would be great. But yeah, at this juncture it was awesome to see. And again, really trying to figure out like how could ACBN as an organization support them to make sure that their businesses are viable.
Very nice, very nice. And I believe you actually have in one of the stores an ACBN section.
Yes.
So what? Tell us the background on that.
So being able to meet with Julianne, and when she was first in the pop-up downstairs that the Bramalea City Centre was doing, and just talking to her about her ambitions and growing, and then seeing her graduate from that to the full-time store, we realized, hey, could we sponsor a section? That way it adds to kind of her rent, to cover her rent a little bit. And we can now put it out to our network to have more entrepreneurs have shelf space. Because a lot of us, hey, we're doing the online thing. Some of us are just starting out, but it is still good to get the mall traffic, have people walk through, touch, feel, smell your products. So we were able to put the call out. We had about 21 entrepreneurs sign up, and we selected 7 to be in the store for now.
You dashed off 14. Oh my!
Not that waiting list, because we're
good,
working on expanding. Yes,
good.
Get some additional real estate.
I like that. Excellent.
Yes,
excellent.
yes.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
Before we get our new friend on the platform today, how if are any of the businesses hesitant about this potential oncoming next wave of variant?
I would say they're definitely concerned, but until it hits, we're like moving forward. Until somebody says, listen, everything has to shut down, whatever adjustments I think are coming down the pipe, everybody is ready and able to pivot, adjust, be agile. But nobody's talking about, oh, a lockdown is coming, so it's not top of mind. But hey, rumor mills are swirling, so we have to be ready for anything. But at this moment, it's all just move forward. Holiday season's here, optimize that, and let's not let that pull us down.
Yeah, I think if anything gets to already large public events have already been put to 50% capacity.
Yeah.
Like Raptor,
and people have already bought their tickets. So now what do you do? That is a tough situation.
Well, and it's funny, last night, with the Montreal Canadiens played a game in the Forum was totally empty. So Quebec the Forum was so I guess what they're trying to do is, especially with big gatherings, they're cutting it down. Now we'll see if it gets any more intense. Is it going to get down to like business store level?
Right. Where it's back to only 2 people in the store at a time.
What a wonderful time to have it during Kwanzaa. All right.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, I just wondered if any of the business you communicate with are sharing any of that top of mind concern.
Yeah, right now it's service clients just run the business as best you can until we hear otherwise.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it was good again having Julianne on last week. What a ray of energy she is. Some way, somehow I have to get my passport and come across the Yonge Street border and meet this young lady.
Yes, man. We have room and board for you. Waiting.
Oh, did you hear that live, people? Room and board. Okay. Well, before we get to our new friend today, again,
Yeah.
want to say I don't think anyone's entered yet, which is interesting. Again,
Okay.
$25 Amazon gift card, whatever platform you're watching this live, not on repeat,
Yeah.
live. Put in hashtag the morning vibe and press enter, and you'll enter in the draw. And it sounds like you could have a really good chance.
Maybe a
Well,
high
someone's already entered
possibility.
it in. You may have a really good chance to win today. So I'm just going to encourage it. So, Ryan, we have another new friend coming on the platform today. So, who is it?
Yeah, so speaking of having the entrepreneurs in the ACBN network being able to be in the store, we put the call out, and one of the entrepreneurs that we've been working with from Caesar's Crown to working on men's grooming products. He actually runs a barbershop, or was running one, and is moving locations. And so he was able to apply. We said, hey, we'd love to have your stuff in the store. So Caesar's Crown is in the regular Afrique store that Julianne runs. And we have with us the owner, Travis, that started Caesar's Crown and got me into actually taking care of my beard.
Okay, good
Looking good. You're
morning,
looking good.
Travis.
You look
How are you? How are you?
good. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How are you guys? How are you guys?
Outstanding and
Fantastic. So
blessed,
good to
man.
have you.
Good.
Outstanding, blessed. Great to have you on
Good.
here.
Good.
How's your day going so far?
It's going good. It's early, but I'm here. So getting ready for the weekend, getting ready to do some Christmas shopping,
Okay.
Yes,
handle
sir.
those crowds. So that
Well, Christmas
$25, yeah, the
Christmas shopping
$25
or
is looking good.
Christmas shopping or Christmas buying.
There you go. Christmas buying. Christmas buying.
I do the shopping. I just like walking around.
Yeah, as I was told a long time ago, when you're shopping, you're just looking around. But when you're
Yeah.
buying, you're saying this
Yeah.
gone, this gone.
Yes.
This is good stuff. So, Travis, tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your background, etc., before you started doing this sort of thing?
Yeah. I
Mm.
mean, so basically, I basically started with my work. I basically started as doing the 9 to 5 a business thing, as a lot of people do, and this was probably about 8 years ago. So about 8 years ago, I remember my mother. She was in the hospital at the time, and she was in the hospitals, and she was in Kingston. So I had to go from downtown Toronto to Kingston almost every day, and for about a week. And I had to ask my manager to take the time off to go see her. And I remember I was driving home one day, and something just popped in my head to say, why is it that I'm asking somebody to go see my own mother? Why is it that I'm talking to somebody to ask to go see my mother? It didn't make sense to me. So at that point, at the time, I was doing a lot of security for clubs, parties, things of that nature. So I decided to start with a security company to try to get out of that 9 to 5 life. And at the beginning, it was called Diamond League Security. So I was around for about, I'd say about a year. Had a few contracts, but that was just the start of my entrepreneurial endeavors. Let's call it. So that was around for about a year. At that same time, I was always getting my haircut done. I was always getting my haircut almost every week, sometimes twice a week. I was always into grooming. So doing things like that, I decided to. And then at the time, I was always going to one barber, as a lot of us do. We're loyal to one barber. So I know he was working for somebody else, and I sort of approached him and I asked him, I'm like, have you ever thought about, just opening up your own store? You have such a large following. And he's like, yeah, I thought about it, but for him, he was just busy and he just didn't have the, let's just say, business sense in order to actually start it. So I came in and I said, you know what? Well, I have more of a business mind at this point. I know you're busy. I could help you open one up. So we collaborated and we started the barbershop called King Cut's Barbershop, which was out in Whitby, which was around for about 7 years. We were back to back by Black's best barbershops voted at that time, back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So we were doing pretty good, doing pretty good. We had politicians in there, athletes. Um, so it was pretty big.
You didn't
Um,
cut up any of the politicians. You made sure you gave them a good shave, eh?
Make sure they're in good shape.
All
Gave
right.
them that extra VIP treatment, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, so ran that for about I say about 6 years. At the beginning, I wanted to actually incorporate a barbershop and then also have like a grooming section as far as facials, manicures, and pedicures, all in one shop. But at the time, we didn't have the financing or the space. Um, with the thought process over 6 years, I kept on purchasing products from different companies. So when I was looking, I was driving. I think I was going to. I forgot what the store name was, but I was driving there, and I'm like, why am I always driving and purchasing other people's products? Why not just make my own?
Mm.
So that's where Caesar's Crown came about. It's amazing how what things that happen when you're just driving alone in your car. The thing you
Right,
think of,
Mm-hmm.
right.
it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the shower sometimes, but
Mhm.
for me, it's driving. So I was driving, and I said, why not just make my own? So, with the fact of King Cut's Barbershop, I wanted to keep it as a royalty. Believe all we are all kings, so I wanted to keep that royalty platform going. And then
Right.
Caesar's Crown came about. So, the whole meaning behind that was the fact of I wanted to have the Caesar's Crown grooming products within King Cut's Barbershop,
Mhm.
right? So started with some hair pomade. So, for the guys that like to get waves, things like that, started off with that. And then branched off into beard oil, bump spray. We got combs, beard shampoo, feel like a two-in-one shampoo. And yeah, we're going to become 2022. We'll be coming with other products as well, it's like moisturizers, so things of that nature. Um, yeah, so last year also I gave the business, not gave, but my business partner, he's now running the barber shop.
Mhm.
So now I'm 100% focused on Caesar's Crown.
Okay.
And probably in 2022, I'll be opening up my own basic grooming spa. So keeping it within the barber shop, but then also just have like the facials, the manicures, and pedicures, because a lot of us guys, we like to get our hair cut, but then we go somewhere else to get manicures or pedicures or facials. And don't think that guys don't like to do this stuff. We all do. We all
That was gonna be my
secretly
next
do.
question. I was like, "What's that conversation like
We
with
all
men about
secretly,
grooming?"
oh yes, we all secretly do. You may not think that we don't, but we all do.
And
Um,
we don't have rough back foot.
exactly, exactly. So, with that, yeah. So with that being said, I just sort of looked at the market, and I just noticed that there weren't a lot of places that offered this sort of service for men in general. Now have that barbershop environment, but as far as just having a place to where you could kick back, have a drink, watch the game, but get your pedicure, manicure,
Mhm.
facial done. So the same environment as the barbershop, but just a different services being offered.
So all in
Um,
one.
all
All
in
in
one
one.
spot. Exactly. Um, so that'll be opening up in 2022. We're literally in the beginning stages of starting that up. Hopefully, in Pickering, we should be doing that. It'll be called Caesar's Crown Men's Grooming as well. So that's
Excellent.
pretty much my journey.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Ryan, if you
Solid. Yeah, I was curious because now you kind of, I'm not sure what you call it, like not seconded, but like given the King Cuts back to the other owner that you had started with and being fully immersed into Caesar's Crown now. So what different channels are you selling it through? And then when you're talking about the expansion into a physical space, any ideas where it would be, what it would look like, why should men get more serious? Well, you said we're secretly already grooming ourselves and not telling our friends,
Yeah.
but why is it important for us to be or stay on top of it?
Yeah, well, I mean, well, for sure. I mean, to answer your first question, we're currently the products are currently you go online to CaesarsCrown.ca. We are currently there. You could also check out our Instagram, which is at Caesar's Crown Lifestyle Brand. We're also at the Black owned store. I think it's TO Black owned at the Scarborough Town Center. We're also there. And now Bramalea City Centre. We're there as well. I'm going to be there on Sunday. Probably around, I'm thinking around 2-ish. I should be there. So if anybody want to come by and say hi, I'll be there. yeah, so that's where it's currently at right now. I'm working on having it out east in Bowmanville as well, at the place called the Little West Indies.
East.
Um, yes.
So question, is there so obviously you've done your well, I'm not going to make an assumption. You've done research and you think it is profitable enough and there's enough of a population there
Mm,
to do it?
Out east in Bowmanville? Or
Yes.
oh, for sure. I believe so, for sure, for sure.
mm,
I mean, the Little West Indies is a store that came about out in Clarington where the manager actually did her own research to say that there is a large scale of people that are coming out there, right? That are moving out there. So she was, you know, brave enough to actually open the store to say there is a community, they are coming, and we need a store out there for us, right?
yeah.
Right.
By us, basically, right? I did live out there back in early 90s where there was literally nobody that looked like
Right.
me at
Right.
all, right? So just to see the growth of that is amazing. So even if it's a small population, it's a growing population. And to be at the forefront of that is part of the reason why I really do want to go out there and have my products out there. Um, so yeah, there's definitely a market out there for sure.
So for
Um,
people, so well, just for people who are watching this right now, I'm just giving you a look at the website.
yeah,
It's caesarscrown.ca. You see some of the featured products,
yeah,
the bump spray, unisex pomade,
yeah,
beard oil, 200 Lux beard and shampoo. So just having a people take a look, definitely go to the website, which we'll put on right here, right there. That's the website address.
yes, sir.
Question: where did you get your skin care scents from, or who did you get that from?
Yeah. Um, uh, my mom, my mom. I mean, growing up, when I was younger, you get the bumps and the zits and all that type of jazz, and she was on me about, getting Claricel and all that type of jazz, right? Claricel, keeping my skin nice. And then yeah, just growing up, just my pops as well. My pops used to just bring me to get my haircut like every week. At the time, we lived in Ottawa, and then there were no barbers in Ottawa. Well, not that there weren't, but they just didn't cut my hair to my dad's liking,
Nice, nice,
right?
and nice play on
Yeah,
words.
right. So then we used to drive to Montreal to my
Oh
dad's
my
friend
goodness!
just to get my hair cut, and we used to do that every single week. And this is from when I
See,
was
you see
young.
why I do
So
this?
yeah,
I don't have time to do all that
yeah,
up and down.
yeah.
Just done.
Just shave it. That's it. God, yeah.
Yeah.
So, so I mean, yeah. So it just started from there, and then I mean, it just something that grew on me that I just started just to do. And and going back to Ryan's the other question, um, yeah. I mean, it's a place for when as us guys we go to the barber shop, we go there and we just talk about men stuff, right? So it's also a place for us to unleash a lot of stuff that we may be thinking about throughout the week, our stresses, and it's a place to go relax and um, to take care of our mental health. So in this aspect, it's just another platform or a way for men to do that. Um, as far I'm answering your question correctly, right? What forget your question, Ryan, was
Yeah, and
yeah,
why it's so important for men to take care of themselves
yeah,
and
yeah. It's just to clear that mental health, right? Like I mean, if you get the barbershop done, we're there for like 45 minutes to an hour sometimes, and
Hmm.
we feel good about ourselves. But at the other end of the spectrum is the fact of we like to also, get other stuff done, waxing or pedicures, manicures, facials, things of that nature. So it's just literally just a way for us just to, and all in one place for us to come and clear our mental health, relax, have a drink, watch the game, and just clear our minds for an hour or two, right? So instead of because I know when I used to get my manicures, pedicures, I used to go to a lot of a place where like females are there, and I think I would feel intimidated as long as they would feel intimidated, right? Right.
Well, it's not a bad place to get a date if you want.
No, for sure, right? For sure. Don't doubt that at all, right? But some men just may not feel comfortable going there,
Sure.
and they may go when it's really early in the morning or late at night when, try to hide, have their hoodie on and
Mm,
sneak in there type of thing. But they need to be able to feel good and just say, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to get my nails done. I'm going to get a pedicure done. I'm going to
mm.
have a drink, watch the game while I'm here, clear my head, and that's it. Right. And like I said, I'll have the barbershop aspect is there as well. So it's all in one place. That's the meaning of it.
Travis, let me ask you, you have been involved in this business for a number of years. How has the landscape changed? And I'm going to ask this in two parts in regards to the service and also how has the products changed over the years?
Well, I mean, the products has changed. Just I think more in regards to now it just seems to be a lot more. What's the word I'm looking for? There's a lot more products that are out there for us. Now, the thing is, I find that the products, hmm, instead of just more of hair, it's more rounded as far as beard stuff, bump spray, neck stuff,
Mhm.
face stuff. There's a lot more out there because back in the day, there weren't. For me, it was more. I think it was just a matter of Dax,
Yep.
just right,
Yep.
just the Dax that you would see. Now it's like, yeah, it's there's a lot more broader spectrum of products for us. Like I said, beard oil, bump spray, there's eye cream, there's nose cream to take out some. There's a lot of different facial stuff, and along with the Dax, there's a lot of different companies that are going on off of what Dax used to do.
Right.
Crazy enough, is a lot of them are not even black owned,
You
right?
you were reading my alleged mind
Yeah,
that I was going to ask you what percentage of these, because probably in the women's care, facial, all that, probably the majority. Well, I'm not going to make. I'm maybe a lot of the products they buy are not from black-owned companies. So I'm just wondering, what is it in your service delivery area? The products are. Do you know if the majority are by non-melanated? Let's say non-melanated. I like that word. Non-melanated
yeah.
owned companies.
Oh,
Ah,
but in the area, no, 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 it's definitely not
Wow.
with it. Yeah, definitely not, right?
mm,
And that's a problem. Like this is stuff that we're using, and these people, they're not saying these people. I don't like to say that, but it's they don't know the course of our hair. They don't know our texture of their skin. They don't know, right? They're just going off of what they see, and they try to make something that they already have, but try to market it in a way that they believe we could use. And sometimes we can't use it. A lot of times we can't use it, and that's what may break out our skin, things of that nature,
right.
right?
Well, because the need
Um,
is there. So yeah,
yeah,
they'll put the label on it and sell
right,
it, but it's
right.
not as effective as you're saying.
Exactly, exactly. So, yeah, so I mean, it's definitely changed that I would say in the last 10, 15 years, it's definitely changed a lot where it's, like I said, a lot more products are available and who's making it. And I mean, in the last 5 years, I say a lot more of us are making our own products, which is great to see. Within the
Right.
last 5 years, which is great to see. I think, like I said, due to the fact of at Bramley, like we just have to have our products out there for people to know, and
Yeah.
then on the top of that, to support it, all right, just to definitely support it, and then yeah, that's basically it.
So I was curious around like running a barbershop through COVID,
Hmm.
and what has it been like kind of recalibrating and getting your footing coming out of COVID? Like, what has that journey been like?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it was tough. It was definitely tough.
Mm,
I must say. I mean, we were closed down for the duration of how whatever the government lockdown period was. We were
right.
locked down. Most of us were cutting out of our garages.
No.
Um, right, most are cutting out of our garages, backyards.
Mm,
So it was definitely tough though, just to be around people, be around the guys, just to have, like I said, just to have that environment. You just don't want. I mean, to do it out of your home, it's great, but you don't want to
Mhm.
have all these people coming to your house, especially during COVID.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Right?
Right,
I mean, you have I have my kids here, my family's here, so
right.
you just don't, you don't want that to happen. But it was tough. I mean, it was definitely tough. It was something that we all had to go through. But coming out of it, um, it's been slow. It's definitely been slow, just because, some people aren't going back to work, right?
Mm,
People really aren't going back to
Right.
work. They're
Yes,
not going anywhere. Why get a haircut, right? Uh,
true.
so I mean,
True.
it's definitely been slow. It's picked up a little bit just because we were opening up a little bit more. Some people go into parties, clubs, things of that nature, so they go get their haircut. Some businesses are opening up, so um, it's getting a little bit better. But I mean, obviously now I think there's a new strain going with the Omicron, I believe it's called. So
Hmm.
who knows if it's another lockdown? It may look like that, but um, we were expecting for 2022 to start off a little bit better, just because things were at the time were picking up. But
Exactly.
with this new thing, it may close down again. I don't know, but um, yeah. So it's been slow, but they're still going. Like Ryan mentioned before, I'm not the owner of that anymore, but I'm still involved a little bit with it. It's not like I have just left them, but I just want to focus more on Caesar's Crown. So it's slow. It's getting a lot better though. But we'll get there. We'll get there.
mm. I want to ask too. One of the things I remember a number of years ago, I went to an event, and at the time, there was a gentleman who was offering mobile barber
Yeah.
services.
Yeah.
Has there been a boom in that service over the last few years?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. It's not something that we really done ourselves, but there is definitely a boom in that area, because obviously you can't go to the barber, let the barber come to you, right? You do pay a little bit more for that. Everybody's different as far as how much they charge, but yeah, they definitely could come to you. I mean, that's the way you had to pivot out of it, right? You had, like, as barbers, as barber shops, you had to pivot. So some shops, yeah, they offered that service for people that say, you know what, you can't come to us, but we'll come to you. Um, and that's just the way entrepreneurship is. You have to be able to pivot at the snap of a dime. You have to be able to pivot, and that's what they did, or the industry has done. And some people have just kept that service available. Even though they still opened up, they still kept that mobile service going for them, right? So yeah, you just had to do that pivot during this time.
Mm, good. Ryan?
So I was curious now with, I'll say, the hardship going through COVID and trying to recalibrate.
Yeah.
What do you feel like Black business support organizations could have done better during that time to support you? And even if you want to lump in maybe government supports, like what things could have been in place to really smooth it out? Or yeah, I'm curious, like what kind
I,
of supports could have helped?
I mean, I personally, I think it's more of just on the financial level.
Mm.
They, I know, I believe the government gave a certain amount of money um, allocated towards Black businesses, and I just think in that aspect, it just could have been more support in that aspect, as far as an easier way in order for businesses to have access to those funds. Um, I don't know the full processes of things, or how it goes. I just think it's just maybe more of just an availability for the funds to be allocated for Black businesses um, that applied. Um, I think that's just the financial aspect. Also, just in the way of maybe just allowing or reaching out just to see how other businesses could pivot during that period, right? Instead of just saying, okay, yes, this is what it is. There's nothing you could do. Here's $50,000. You know, wait until the end. Let's just say, okay, you know what? Let's get together and let's figure out a way in order to take your business and direct it, so we could try to move forward and profit in this way. And then once everything cools down, let's go back, you know, and then move forward with maybe both aspects of it. So just to see how we could pivot, and financially, I think would be the way that could support. Yeah.
Travis, how competitive is the marketplace these days compared to when you started?
Wow. It's very competitive. It's very competitive. I very competitive. I say because social media has really allowed people to see what can be done. Now, the thing is, they see what can be done, they see the success, but they don't see how hard it is to really do it,
The work.
right? So social media has allowed people to say, "Oh, I could do this, I could do this." But then once they really do it, they're just like, "Whoa, I didn't know this much work had to be done." Right? So now some people have flourished and started their own thing, which that's why I say it's a lot. There's more competition, yes, um, but I think it's more due to social media to allow people to see that there are ways to start a business to make money to help your community. So that being said, a lot of people are trying it. Some people do make it, and then with that, it's like, okay, if I make it here, follow these steps, follow this blueprint, and then you could do something as well, right? So with that being said, it's like with that, if more people see it and more people follow this blueprint, a lot more competition is now in the field, right?
So,
Whereas
so
where yeah, go ahead, sorry.
no, no. So, basing on what you said, what has been some of your secrets of success to keep on going as long as you have been? Because you just said there's so
Yeah,
many people, then a large amount of people want to get in,
yeah,
they get in and they find out,
yeah.
oh, I got a lot of work to do, and they run away.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, from myself, it's more of trying to stay ahead of the curve and seeing where the industry is going. You got to remember, like I said, it's about 6, 7 years ago. I thought of putting everything into one, as far as the barbershop, the spa, I mean, the facials, the manicures in one. This was about 7 years ago. Not to say I'm a trailblazer or anything like that. It's just the fact of I was thinking like that back then. Whereas, and at the time, not just like I said, I'm not a trailblazer, but a lot of men at the time were not doing these type of things as far as manicures, facials, things of that nature. They were doing it a lot, but they were, like I said, they were keeping it on the hush. They weren't doing it, saying much. Now I believe it's a lot more prevalent that men are doing this and don't feel ashamed doing it at all. And so I feel like what yeah, basically it's just a matter of trying to stay ahead of the game. I if there's something missing within a niche, it's sort of like I'm able to see where it's missing, and I'm able to try to tap into that and say, okay, this is how I could, be successful in this if I do something like this, if I tap into that, what's missing in the industry. So I think that's what it is. It's for myself, just to stay relevant and stay in this business for now and in the future as well.
Well,
Ryan, go ahead.
I'd be curious what tips you have for, I wouldn't say tips for people getting directly into men's grooming,
Right.
but on the whole, a lot of people during COVID, hey, maybe got laid off or saw
Yeah.
a gap to fill and started their
Yeah.
businesses.
Yeah.
What tips would you give to them as they're starting out so that they can have that longevity?
I mean, first thing is you have to have a passion for what you're doing, right? You just don't want to pick something just because it looks good, or you just want to
Right.
pick something just because you think it's making money, because that doesn't mean anything. It's not going to mean anything to you. You're not going to want to do it. You got to do something that you're passionate about, whether it's music, something that that you do as a hobby. You want to take that to a whole new level, basically. Whether it's music, whether it's knitting, whether it's I don't know, cutting grass, cleaning snow, whatever it is, you could turn that into a business, right? So if
Yes.
that's your passion and you like to cut grass, you like to be in the garden, say, you know what, maybe I should turn this into a business. Well, like if I like to do it and I'm passionate about it, I'm good at it, put it out, just put out, something small and put out an ad, say, hey, I'm offering my gardening services, and then
Mhm.
you may have one person that responds, and then that one person will recommend you, and the snowball will just keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. So I just feel as a lot of places are closing down.
Mhm.
You have to pivot. Just try to do something that you're passionate about, that you love to do. Like I said, for myself, I'm not a business. I never went to school for business. I didn't,
Mhm.
you know, go to U of T, York, none of that stuff. I'm more of a law person. I went to school and I did law, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just I like to get my hair cut. I like to, get my facials. I like to get my manicures. That's what I like to do. But I
Right.
just turned that into something to say I like to do it. I looked and said, there's nothing out here for us men to go to get this done. Why not just try to start see something I could do it? So that's something that I just did for myself. So do something you like to do, you're passionate about, and something will happen for sure.
All right. Charmaine is saying
Okay.
having a passion for what you do makes a difference. And Ray from the Macmillan Group has a question. Good morning. Now that you have this amazing product line, do you have your own salon slash spa? And if no, do you intend?
Macmillan Group, how are you, sir? Yeah, I do. Like as I mentioned earlier, something is coming in the works in 2022. I'm hoping for, like I said, currently, I have the lawyers involved. I'm currently thinking it's going to be around April. It's going to be called Caesar's Crown Men's Grooming Spa in Pickering. Location is I'll let you know, but I'll keep it a secret for now. Keep it a secret for now.
Right.
It's going to be extremely accessible for everybody. It's going to be
Yeah.
right off the highway. I can tell you that much, but I'll keep it a secret for now. But everybody will know where it is. So definitely 2022 Caesar's Crown Men's Grooming Spa will be coming in Pickering. But once that happens, hopefully Dr. Vibe, Ryan, you could let me back in and we could talk about that as well.
Sure. Hey, I'll be a.
Solid.
Let's talk about being brand ambassadors.
That's it.
I'm being serious. I'm
Yeah,
being very
yeah,
Yeah.
serious.
yeah.
So, question for you. I don't. I got shine. What products could you offer me?
You got the you got the shy. Well, I mean, the only thing is basically a razor blade, maybe.
Okay.
You know,
Because
but
a lot of us brothers love our shine. So you
yeah.
don't got nothing for us? Come on now.
Not yet, not yet, not
Not
yet. I
yet.
mean,
All right.
I have to get the razors and stuff like that involved, but not, like I said, 2022 it's going to be a pretty big year, so just make sure you watch out. It's going to be a big year. I got you, bald guys, though, so don't worry about
Better because you look.
that.
You better
Right.
because you're turning away. You're turning away. You're
Yeah,
turning away
yeah.
coins if you do
Oh
that.
yeah, oh yeah, for
Ryan, go
So
sure.
ahead.
I'm curious with this new like ambition, the actual physical location.
Yeah.
Have you thought of collaborating with other barbers nearby to kind of lessen the load on yourself, or is it something you feel like you have to kind of do on your own to get it to a point?
Oh no, 100%. I definitely thought about collaborating with barber shops within the area, not even just within like within the GTA. Just
Yeah.
because, like I said, it's this is something that um, yeah, I did some research. I know the industry well enough to know that there's just nothing like this for us men to go to, right?
Yeah.
There's barbershops, yeah, there's definitely barbershops, but as far as everything, like I mean, especially we go to weddings and things of that nature, weddings, bachelor parties, we all get our stuff done to the max, get your facials, everything done. So why not just have it all in one place, right? So definitely going to reach out to barbershops for sure. Let them know, you get a haircut, come to my shop, you get 15% off, whatever the case may be, something to that effect, right? So
Yeah.
definitely want to collaborate with them. There's a lot of people I want to collaborate with this one for sure, for
So,
sure.
so let me ask you. You have products now at Bramalea and also in Scarborough. What was the process involved, and when did you approach them? Did they approach you? How did that come about?
No, as well. It's more of it was more of the call out went out to Scarborough from Scarborough Town Center to do it. So I reached out to them. I pretty much put in an application. And as soon as I put in the application, they were like, "Yeah, they actually knew about Caesar's Crown. They seen Caesar's Crown around, so it
Yeah.
was more of like, yeah, definitely, we want you in there." The funny thing is that
Congratulations.
I'm actually working out a deal out in Edmonton as well.
Whoa.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so I'm working on that currently. So um, they actually reached out to me probably about a month ago. They saw the Instagram posts and stuff like that, and they were like, "Yeah, there's nothing out here as far as men's grooming products are concerned for black men, really. So they reached out to me. So my products will be out in Edmonton, probably, yeah, 2022, next, probably around January. It'll be out in Edmonton.
Congrats.
So
Excellent.
yeah, so I'm moving out there. Um, so yeah, they reach out to me. I reach whatever opportunity I see where my products could be. I kind of
Mhm.
want to, like I do a lot of vendor shows as well.
Mhm.
Prior to that, prior to COVID, I was doing vendor shows almost every other weekend type of thing.
Wow.
COVID happened. They slowed things down a lot. That's why, the website had to come up, things like that nature. The
Mhm.
social media came about. Because before that, I really wasn't, I'm not a social media guy at all, to be
Ah,
honest with you. I'm an older cat. So, I don't know how to, TikToks and all this stuff.
It's interesting you mentioned that.
Yeah.
No, it's very interesting. I was in a very
Yeah.
mhm.
intense conversation about that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
uh, I think I'm going to say this. I think two of the things that people are missing out on is SEO
Yeah.
Mhm.
and email lists,
Yeah.
newsletters.
For sure. Yeah.
Because, and I'll just put this in quick and we can get back to our conversation. Yes, it's good to have stuff on Instagram and all that. They change algorithms, folks. If you don't know
Yeah.
how to do that stuff,
Yeah.
Right.
depending if you're just
Keep
going on
on
there
top
to
of
for
it.
be social, that's one thing. If you're going business wise,
Yeah.
that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, for sure. 100, I agree 100%. Like I didn't know anything about Instagram and, Facebook. Not that I didn't know it, I just wasn't on it, right? Um and then COVID, and then, like I was sorry to, going back to my is saying is that previously I was just doing vendor shows, and that's how I met people face to
Mhm.
face. They actually smelled the actual physical, product, smelled it, they felt it, so they knew what it was about. um
Mhm.
COVID happened, and I had to also, as I was saying, pivot the business to more online, Instagram, social media. So I had got in contact with a social media group, actually. Shout out to Kim Goodman. Check her out, bougiebranding.com. Check her out.
Cool, cool.
She helped me out. Yeah, she helped me out a lot with the website and the social media posts. Um, she knows all about that algorithm stuff, and I so I personally still don't know much about
No,
Instagram and social
well,
media,
yeah, but you know what?
but
You're
uh,
having someone do it for you because
yeah,
you want to be working on your business, not in your business.
yeah, yeah. So,
Right.
and I wanted to have it professionally done. I just didn't want to have something, just anybody do it. So, um, I reached out to her, and she helped me a lot. And she taught me some things as well, as far as what to do or things to do. Um, but yeah, she's been great with that. And since that, it's like I just seen an increase in the sales, right? And the
Excellent.
reach. Like I mean, people in Edmonton are seeing my stuff, and they want my stuff. So I
Yes.
never thought that I would be out there, but yeah, that's going to be happening. So um, yeah, definitely social media. You just need that for sure, for sure. And the SEOs and the email stuff and stuff like that, I know about them, and it's something that I definitely want to consider and try to implement them in 2022, for
Good
sure.
stuff. Good
Yeah,
stuff. Ryan.
That's so excellent. Yeah, I mean, just before we wrap up, I want to just let you know that you're an inspiration to other Black business owners. The grind, like you said, when you get into it, you realize how difficult it is. And the fact that
yeah,
you've been persevering so long, the consistency,
yeah,
I love the branding, I love the actual mission behind it to get Black men more comfortable with taking care of ourselves. I feel
yeah,
like it's really important.
yeah, for
And I
sure.
just wanted to get even some lasting words for men out there that are still on the fence about taking that extra step in care. And it goes
Yeah,
beyond just physical, like our
yeah,
feet, hands,
yeah,
face, but our
yeah,
mental health too.
yeah, for sure. It's just beyond that. Like once we get a haircut, we all know how you feel. When you get a haircut, you feel
Yes,
good.
fresh.
You walk out, and your chest is
Every
high,
day
and
for me,
yeah,
every day.
yeah,
I
yeah,
got you. I'm ahead of you guys
yeah,
every day.
Yes,
Sometimes twice.
yeah, exactly, right.
Right?
So
Because
yeah, I
when I
mean,
have stubble, it's a bad hair day. So
it's a
you know,
bad,
can't work with
exactly.
that.
Exactly. You don't feel good. So when you walk out that shop, you feel good, and you're like,
yes,
oh, I feel nice. Now imagine you do that, and you have a facial, you get your everything done. You just feel amazing. And then, like I said, for the hour or two that you're there, you clear your mind. We're gonna offer you a drink, whether it's a beer, cognac, whatever, coffee, water. Um, you just watch the game. That's because basically it's going to be mostly sports. I mean, we're going to be open during the day, so it's going to be a lot of repeats. But it's the game is on. It's going to be that same barbershop vibe where you're talking as men, but you're just sitting back with a drink, getting your feet done. There's nothing wrong with that. It clears your mind. It helps with your mental health. You feel much better. You leave and you start your day again, and you start your week going back to work or whatever the case may be. So it just don't think it's just for one group to do this or for the women to do this. Women love to see men groomed up. Women love to see
Right.
women love to see that. All right. Sometimes,
Ashiness is definitely not attractive.
yeah, for
That doesn't
sure
work.
not. For sure
Ashy
not.
is
Right.
not flashy.
Yeah, exactly. Like women love to see men with nice nails, keep themselves groomed and stuff like that. So there's
Yes.
nothing wrong with it. You get your hair cut, why not get something else done? There's nothing wrong with it at all. So yeah, just come out,
Excellent.
support. That's pretty much it.
Appreciate that. Wait, quick question. Have you ever thought of franchising the brand and having people buy, like, I don't know if that's the play with Edmonton or you're just shipping out there, but have you thought of either licensing or franchising?
Yeah, I definitely thought about it. I mean, Edmonton is just the products just going out there, just the products being sold, but definitely 100%. Like this is not something that I just want to keep within Pickering. This is something I want to bring nationwide, throughout the whole of Canada. This is nothing that I'm starting with this Pickering location. I'm looking at even though it hasn't even opened, but I'm currently looking at other places as well.
Absolutely.
You gotta have the vision, man. You
Yeah.
don't have the
Keep
vision. Have the
moving.
Oh
Yeah.
vision.
yeah,
keep it.
Have
exactly. Yeah.
have the dream board.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to
Yes.
mention that the vision board is up. So I see what I want to do like every single day when I wake up. I write down just different locations that so yeah, so I mean, like I said, definitely Caesar's Crown will be across Canada, hopefully, the world at some point, but right now I'm just trying to conquer Canada, definitely franchising and taking it there. I'm here.
That's solid. No,
Yeah.
glad to hear it.
Sure.
Congrats.
Travis, look, thank you for your time this morning. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
everything you have done, are doing, and will be doing.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
I'm waiting to see how the product line expands for this.
I got you,
So,
Dr. Vibe. I
and
got you.
if you're looking for a brand ambassador or doing
Yeah.
any sponsorship, this is the place to go to. But thanks
Yes,
again,
sir.
everyone
Yes,
who's
sir.
watching
Yes.
this live on the replay. The website is right there, caesarscrown.ca. And he's got it. He's making
Yes.
a point of it. All right. So we'll see you and be well,
Yes,
keep
sir.
the faith, and compliments of the season.
Thank you, sir. All the best. Happy holidays to everybody watching.
The same.
And whoever wins that gift card, buy some Caesar's Crown.
Good. Yes.
Are you available on Amazon?
Not yet, but it
Oh,
should be.
Now you got to get on there.
yeah, there you go.
I'm pushing the Amazon card, though.
All right.
Yes.
Take care, my brother. Remember to give
care.
yourself grace. Take care. All right. Yes,
That's
sir.
good,
Yes,
that's good.
sir. This is good. This is good. Another great person. Oh, well, I thought, well, there was a question from Ray. Have you explored the U.S. market? I think he covered that, saying he wants to
not
target
just
Canada
yet,
first.
but
But
soon.
I would say to Travis, and he is in the green room, if you want to expand to the U.S., you should definitely get in contact with Ray. He could definitely help you with expansion to the U.S. So
Yeah.
that is it. So good conversation as always on the Morning Vibe. And as always, I'm going to give 1 minute for people to put in hashtag the Morning Vibe on whatever platform
Yes.
that you're watching and press enter. We're going to do the draw in a minute. And then after we do our giveaway, I'm going to be asking I'm going to be a call to action to everyone who's watching this, a special call to action. So let's going to see if anyone else. I'm going to give exactly like 30 more seconds for you to do it. Charmaine is in the house today, so she wants to be our first 3-time winner. So we're going to get this draw happening in just a moment. And thank everyone who's watching us live on the replay. Thank you for all the support. It's appreciated, not taken for granted. All right. I think it's time for us to do the draw.
Excellent.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
Those who are here are here. That's all I'm
Yes.
gonna say. If you're here, oh, Mr. McMillan came in late. Beautiful. You see how you came in? Lovely. All right. So
Love
let's
it.
put it up here. All right. This is it. 5 entries. Those are 5 people. We're gonna run it.
Boom. Your chances are good.
All right. Let's see. Ah, she got it.
Charmaine is on fire.
Free time.
I can't believe Christopher.
Yes,
has
you
not
know,
won
she
yet.
says in the comments, I'm here. We know you're here. We know that you're here. So Charmaine,
Love it.
you know the drill. You know how to get it. Send Charmaine, keep on. Hey, if no one else wants to come, we'll just keep on tossing the $25 gift certificates. So that is fantastic. Another
lovely.
Hold. And she put up a nice little comment here. My wedding gift.
Hey,
right.
Sweet.
Yes. That's fantastic. That is good. So before we, gift. Yes, we got it. Yes, wedding gift. We got it. Your wedding gift. So before, don't worry. We got your back. We got your back. So got a special call to action for everybody here today. So I'm going to put it up here. And it's a very tight window. It's the next, I think, 10 days. So for those who have been even occasionally on the this program, let me just put something up here. I'm just looking for, there we go. Don't want general information. Yeah, let me just do this. This is the one I want. Got it. Here we go. So we have mentioned a number of times a website called buyblacks.com. And actually, Travis mentioned Buy Blacks earlier on. He's won some stuff on their People's Choice Award. So they are running their 2021 People's Choice Award. And I have been nominated in the Best Podcast Award category.
Podcaster, solid. Okay.
Now, I'm putting it on the screen. Call to action. There is the link you go to, or just put buyblacks.com People's Choice Awards. Really, I should have changed that up, but I'll change up the link for Monday. People's Choice Award. If you are up to it and you're comfortable, please vote for the Dr. Vibe show.
Hold on, where do I find it here? I'm on Buy Blacks. I have to go to People's Choice Award?
Yes.
All right.
Or maybe, Ryan, I know you're a man of power. If you want to send that link out to your community, I would appreciate it.
For sure.
So the voting started yesterday. It is only good for, the voting happens. It's only for a few days, from the 16th to the 31st. So basically from today till the end of the month, you can vote. And I think you can vote more than once. I'm not 100% sure, but at least vote once. All right.
Exactly.
So I really don't ask too much of the wonderful audience out there. If you're up to it, great. If not, no problem. What I'll do is, and again, there's what the website looks like. Ryan, I think he's going to send it out to his community. I'm actually going to do a video over the weekend. All right.
Boom.
I'm going to be doing a video over the weekend to promote it. So it'll be on my Facebook page, my YouTube page, and I'll probably do something also for Instagram. So I would appreciate if you're comfortable to vote for the Dr. Vibe show, because I'd like to celebrate with y'all. Excellent. All right. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Good stuff.
If you can push that out, that'd be great. So you'll see it again on Monday. So let's come back to this. Got a comment here. Christopher Lawrence, Dr. Vibe, you got my vote. I appreciate that. Spread the word. Spread the word. Spread the word. And one of the things, I hope if you're watching this live on the replay, do you like the background today?
Hey, I love it. Definitely.
That is Kwanzaa background.
Getting into the spirit.
So it's a Kwanzaa background. So this is good.
And so Kwanzaa starts on the 26th and then goes 7 days.
Yes, 7, 8
I got
days.
that right?
Yeah. So I just want to say I don't wait for the days that we just get started.
Yeah, I love it.
So what's up? What's up for the weekend?
So tomorrow, Saturday, the best friend of my wife is getting married. So we're gonna be there.
Doing like you're doing the wedding tour, man.
Hey, this is the season, I guess.
Well, you know what? Travel safe because we're supposed to be getting some not too good weather tomorrow.
Okay, that's
supposed to be getting some snow tomorrow, allegedly.
Yeah. And then it's also the final day for Black Boys Code. So we're going to do one last session for the end of the year. And yeah, Sunday, relax. We'll be back at the store just to check in and support Julianne. And Travis said he was stopping by. So yeah.
I think Travis said he's going to be in Scarborough, not your neck of the woods.
Oh, well, I'll be at the Brampton one promoting it for him then.
Okay. Yes. Cool.
Yeah. How about yourself? How's the weekend looking?
Tomorrow, quiet. I have a show to host and produce at night, but I don't have anything much tomorrow. So but there's always stuff to do. Then on Sunday, I'm having a number of members of a youth group based in Vancouver on Black Canada Talking.
Excellent.
Which I'm very excited about. And other than that, there's a lot of little things to get done and some things to do around the house. But I heard the weather for yesterday. I said I'm leaving my yard, so anything I got to do, I'm getting it done today.
Okay,
and
gotcha.
I'm gonna and plus it's the last Saturday before Christmas because Christmas falls on the Saturday.
On the Saturday,
So tomorrow's going. So folks, if you have to go out this weekend, try to go out earlier in the day because it's going to be mad. Because remember, this is the last full buying weekend, shopping and buying weekend.
Well, tell your boss check out early today and just get it done.
Yeah, it's gonna be madness out there. So look, as always, we want to thank everyone for taking the time to hang out with us today. We appreciate it and we don't take it for granted. As always, I'd like to close out with this: live your life as a dream. If you can dream it, you can make it. Sometimes you have to get small to get stronger. Block assumptions and aim bigger, aim better, aim higher, aim wider. Love, faith, and respect. And remember to give yourselves grace and be safe. And tell someone you love them. All right? Because we talked about mental health today. Love is important. It all starts with love. Love in relationships. All right, family? Be well, keep the faith. And Monday, we're hoping to have a physiotherapist on. And if not, we may have Eldon Holder Jr. to talk about Dream Legacies collaboration with, is it Carleton University?
Yes, yeah.
Carleton University and the federal government in regards to establishing a knowledge hub for entrepreneurs. So one of those two things, or you just may get Mariah and myself, which is the least that you probably want, but we're all right. All right, folks. Peace.